Many students in high school and even in primary school are encouraged to pursue a path of medicine. There may be so many different reasons, but a lot of the time is to help people. That is if I can say, the first thing that many people think of. And secondly, it's because of financial reasons. It is seen as a stable career. Doctors will always be needed. Illness is there, disease is everywhere, and we are needed to help people recover from so many different issues. The third reason someone could possibly also be ending up in medicine is as a result of family expectations. That is a whole deep topic, and it's true, some people go into it for that reason. But before you jump into such a career, there's a few things I would like to share with you that you should know. So the first thing you should know is that medicine is a long course. In comparison to other degrees, it's quite long. But in total, medicine can range from 6 to 8 years in medical school. Now that all depends on where you study. When people study in the US, there's pre-med and then there's medical school. Pre-med is about 4 years and medical school is another 4 years, which results in a whole overall duration of 8 years. And that's without any stops, breaks, or potential failures. Now, in some countries, it's 6 years. Now, that I know is in Europe. Many African countries actually just have a 6-year degree where immediately from high school, you go into medical school, depending on how your grades are. Now, if you would like to remain as a general practitioner, that's all you need. But now, if you want to specialize or go into residency, that will be an additional 3 to 7 years. So, if we do the math, assuming you're studying in the US and planning to do neurosurgery, you would go through 4 years of pre-med, then 4 years of medical school, and then another 7 years of residency. Now in total, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. The second thing, it is extremely challenging academically. Now, medical school is known for requiring students to study so much material in a short period of time, and it can be very intense. You'll be required to have regular quizzes, assignments, exams to test and see whether you're keeping up with the pace that they expect you to be going at. So now, even though medical school is academically intense, like there's a lot you have to go through, it is not about being smart. It is more about being consistent, having discipline, and being resilient. Because medical school will push you. You will fail a few quizzes, you will forget, like the workload will just be so much to the point that you will need to seriously become very resilient, very disciplined and organized in the way you do things so that you can at least survive. I'm just gonna say survive, bro. It's not simple. Like, you gotta push through. So the third thing is medicine is also about communication and getting information. As you progress through medicine, you realize that at medical school, it's not only about science. It's not about just, memorizing formulas, memorizing the different parts of the body, how they work, I'll give you an example is flipping history taking. History taking, and history taking again. And if you cannot communicate with your patient, you cannot get the information about their life, the history of what they've been doing, what they've been experiencing, so that you can connect all the dots and give them a diagnosis. So one thing I will just say, know whether you're able to have people skills, communicate, you're interested in talking to people here and there, because at the end of the day, also, you're not there to just diagnose and treat with medication. You're going to have to speak to the patient. A patient is more than a disease, okay? You're treating their physical well-being, their mental, and their emotional and spiritual as well. So that is very important and plays a major role in the way in which you treat and interact with your patients. So the fourth thing you need to know is medical school can be emotionally, mentally, and physically draining. Medical school, as mentioned in the second point, requires you to study a lot. You'll need to read so much and retain so much information in order to assist patients. And like I said, the human body is unique. It's very intricate and you need to know so much detail. So it can be taxing, and especially in the beginning when there's basic sciences and you can't really connect the dots yet. You're just memorizing information. It's only later when you see how they connect. So with that said, try to find something to help you release whatever tension you may have. If you are struggling physically, if you're struggling mentally and emotionally, even spiritually, try to find somewhere or someone who can help you through medical school. It can be exercise, having a hobby such as playing the guitar, music in general, that helps you de-stress and just recover from all the stress you go through, and just to take a break and give yourself time to recover. That is very important in medical school. Okay, the last thing you need to know about medical school is it can be hard to balance school and your personal life. Finding that balance of studying, having a social life outside of school, and maintaining a good relationship with your family, as well as having some extra hobby on the side. It is not the easiest thing to do, but there have been people that have done it, and it is not impossible. But it requires a lot of time management and dedication to those things in order to be able to balance that. And it will not be easy. Some days you'll sacrifice a social event. Your friend's birthday may come up and you'll have to miss it as a result of an exam that is coming next week. So these are just 5 points that I think one should know before considering or getting into medical school. In addition to what I've said, I would recommend that you highly speak to other medical professionals within the field and get their thoughts, their advice. Maybe a local doctor in your community, in your church. And if you can, I would highly recommend also doing an internship and see what life is like in the hospital, and speak to them about their medical journey, how they got there, what they did, and how they managed to get through. Maybe that information may be helpful to help you in choosing to study medicine and how to survive it. Anyways, I hope this information was helpful. I hope you're able to learn, and I hope you'll be able to make an informed decision on studying medicine. Other than that, continue studying, do your best, study well, and we'll see each other in the future.